Hello, and welcome aboard Whale Pod to another episode of Pokemon Scarlet. I'm your Captain Whale, and as you can see from the levels of our team here, I have been filling in the Pokedex a bit off camera. I'll also show you a little bit of what I've done. I have been changing around and restatting some of our Mons here. Well, all the Mons are the same, but Meowscarada has been switched to an adamant nature from a lonely nature, so we have a little bit less special attack, a little bit more defense than before, but not really, because also in addition to changing nature on Meowscarada, well, I guess I also did hyper train every stat except special attack. I have also erased her previous EVs and replaced them with max attack, max speed, so our cat is hitting as fast and hard as possible. Meowscarada is the only Pokemon to get an EV reassignment and any form of hyper training, but I have gone around and switched up natures to be more ideal on the other members of the squad. Tinkaton is now adamant instead of I want to say she was relaxed before, so she went from, I want to say, speed down, defense up, to special attack down, attack up. Clodsire is unfortunately still Poison Point, as we still cannot buy an ability capsule for her. I do believe I will need to see the credits before Chansey Supply will start stocking those. But I have been able to give her an impish nature. Actually, I believe she was always impish nature. Didn't even... Wait, no. No, she wasn't always impish. I just didn't need to buy the impish mint. So impish is minus special attack plus physical defense. And if I were able to give her a EV realignment, I would have put it all into HP and doing a split between special defense and defense. Now, Satitan is actually unchanged. Satitan already had an adamant nature, so Satitan was good. On the other hand, Annihilate was anything but good, and I fully believe there are some situations where I would have O-code or 2-hit KO'd, where I was 2-hit KOing or 3-hit KOing in the league and episodes running up to it, where Annihilate having a better nature might have actually come in handy. She was modest nature before, which is physical attack down, special attack up, also known as the exact opposite of what you want on an Annihilate. So I used a sprig of adamant mint to rectify that and get special attack down, attack up. Oinkaloni went from being defense down, physical attack up, to being special attack down, speed up. Went from being, I want to say, lonely to jolly. Also, another thing that happened off camera is, we found our first shiny Pokemon. I found a shiny Tynamo swimming out in the ocean. Well, more like it bumped into me and then I noticed it's shiny, because Tynamo is literally just slightly blue tinted on all of its white parts. And I mean very slightly blue tinted. So I went ahead and evolved it all the way to an Electros, where the shiny coloration is more noticeable. With that, a bright green Electros there. So yeah, that was cool. Didn't really miss much, because once again, Tynamo is very, very difficult to notice. That was also, though, my first Electros. No, not Electros, Electric. I'd caught a Tynamo previously, and I'd found and caught the wild level 65 Terra Electros. But Electric is actually shiny in the Pokedex by default, because the shiny is the first form I encountered of it. I also did some evolving of other Pokemon, so I guess I'll show that as well as getting away from the shiny box. Oh yeah, turns out the one random Tandemouse I caught right outside Artisan just so happened to be the 1 in 100 that evolved into a Mousehold family of 3. Mousehold family of 3 is not as impressive as 3-segment Dudunsparce, as every Mousehold that appears in Terra Raid battles will be family of 3. And I'm pretty sure every Dudunsparce that appears in raids, if it does appear in raids, is, I want to say, 2-segment form. Now, let's proceed into Area 0. And Koraidon is too scared to come out of its Pokeball. So I want to say around here is one of the facilities we need to go to. I could be wrong. And you might be wondering why I chose to specifically hyper train and realign EVs on Meowscarada. And that's because Meowscarada is apparently somewhat decent in the competitive right now, or so I've heard at least. And if I'm able to get my hands on an ability patch, we could get ourselves a Protein Meowscarada, which while Protein did receive a nerf this generation, it's still quite useful. Never seen so many strong and fully evolved Pokemon all in one place before. Usually the fully evolved ones are leading packs of first evolutions when it's a 3-stage, even if we are in an area where the 2-stage, or the second stage. So this is the inside of the Great Crater Paldea. Feels different from just seeing it in our textbooks, it's so intense. Normally we'd never be able to get in here to, huh? Wait, where'd Koraidon go? Seems like it got spooked by something, it's hiding in its ball. And serious, so that's not good. Can't we even get back up to the surface without it? Should be alright though. Last time I was here, caught a flying taxi out of the crater. They always come through if you're a real softie. Why didn't you just call the professor if she's down here? None of your business, Pipsqueak. Geez, don't need to bite my head off. What are you getting all huffy about anyway? Oh, come on, you two. This is an adventure. Let's just have fun. As I was saying before, even if you're in an area where the second stage spawns of a 3-stage family, the first stage will usually be accompanying in pack spawns the 3rd stage. Case in point, out by Team Star's ferry crew, you have the occasional wild Florges, which is usually accompanied by Flabébés, even though Floette is incredibly common around that base. Leaf Storm, we're finding new TMs here that haven't been found elsewhere so far, and weren't among the data files that Penny was giving us for clearing Team Star compounds. I wonder if we'll get the ability to ride Koraidon around down here after we've unlocked its full potential. Naughty Mint, a new nature mint we've never had access to before. I do believe that will lower special defense but raise physical attack. Or maybe it's... No, that's a red mint. It definitely raises attack of some sort. Yeah, we'll definitely get Koraidon at some point, because no way they expect us to wade through that water. All the time, at least. And all these weasels are following us. And the map doesn't actually appear to move when we're in Area 0, so, yeah, don't exactly know where to go right off the top of my head. That was just one of the sparkles in the air, not an item sparkle on the ground, apparently. Ah, this looks more promising of a way down than the other location did. I'll get that Pokeball later when I'm not having to fight through a cluster of 5 or 6 wild Pokemon on camera. Random Frostmoth chilling far from any frost. A Lychee Berry. Yep, they're definitely selling the whole Area Zero really dangerous, really powerful, and rare items in it. Definitely selling the whole Herba Mystica came from here with the whole being able to find stuff like Lychee Berries down here. Herba Mystica and the rarest of the rare fruits. An Apricot Berry, another one of the Lychee Berry's companion fruits. So Penny, how do you wind up with friends of Whale anyway? Stupid giraffe! You're gonna die for that. Everything was going off the rails. School was a mess and my friendship was ditto. Whale was a big help getting all that sorted out. Ah, so he helped you out too while he was tackling all the gyms. That's awesome. What about you then, Nimona? Whale and I are classmates, neighbors back home too. Plus I said he should aim to be a champion and he did it. Wait, what? That's wild. Hold it right there, you two. You think you've got a cool friendship origin story with Whale? There's nothing compared to what me and him went through. Our friendship's on another level. Nobody asked you. Stop trying to flex on us. I guess we're all in the Buds of Whale Club. I think we missed a few bars of text there while that giraffe was rudely interrupting us. Ah, I guess there are no Tinkaton around here if the Corviknight are thriving. There still needs to be some sort of repel item that makes these wild Pokemon run away from you rather than toward you. Don't just get rid of the repels because there's no more wild encounters or random encounters. Give it to us as an item that makes us stinky and the Pokemon run away from us instead of towards us. Sadly, I so far have not found anything wandering around here that's a new Dex entry for us. And speak of the devil. Let's end this quick bally. Ah, you stupid pigeon. For that, you're probably gonna die from this. Yep. Let's go ahead and patch that up with some of our super potions. We finally ran out of standard potions from auto healing during the Elite Four Gauntlet, Flare Blitz, and brand new TM. Pataya Berry. Stupid giraffe. You guys all have death wishes, don't you? Well, I guess these Pokemon are used to being top of the food chain around here. Or I guess not really top for the Giraffarigs. Bright Powder. So powerful they had to hide it away in Area 0. Oh, I bet that's what we're looking for. That must be one of the buildings the professor was talking about. Oh yeah, what are they called? Radish stations? Rations? Research stations. Well, I was close. Wow, you have such a great memory, Penny. What's great is my common sense compared to you lot, apparently. Oh, what the heck is that? That's a Pokemon Leprimera uses. I didn't know that species could be found in the Great Crater. Come on, Whale, let's take it on together. Only level 62, how pathetic. Well, aren't you fancy, Lycanroc? What would be really busted was if that thing got to follow me, to force two moves to hit into it in doubles. So of course, because of that, we know they're not going to give it follow me. Are there going to be a lot more of these rare Pokemon down here, you think? You think that was something? Please. You've got no idea how terrifying Area 0 really is. Wow, patronizing much? Easy, you two. Let's just head inside the research station. I like to assume that these Glimora are basically made out of the crystals, like these here encrusting the trees, and are basically just, by that nature, just living Terra shards. Oh yeah, that's another thing that allowed my Pokemon to get so swole. Every time we found a wild Chansey, we moitered it. Or in the case of the one Blissey we found wild, we caught it. Stupid giraffe. All these giraffes are so stupid. Wow, are these ancient ruins? They look far too recent for that. It appears you've already reached your first research station without incident. This facility was constructed 87 years ago as a way station for those surveying Area 0. So that's why there's a bed. Looks like we can use this place to rest up if we need to. Well, if you would be so kind as to disable the first lock on the lab using that central panel. We want to press the button to disable one of the locks? Sure, what could go wrong? Lock disabled, 3 of 4 locks are still active. Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining research stations. I'm guessing Arvin's sensing something's not quite right with dear old mama. Stupid giraffe better not be right outside. Because if he is, he's gonna get moitered. I almost never saw my mom in my whole life. Oh, is it time for the backstory reveal? Penny, she was always busy at work, hardly ever came home. I cooked for myself, cleaned for myself. Mobusif was my only friend. So yeah, I don't really know her at all, even if she is my mom. Stupid giraffe! You're gonna die. But the truth is, I would have rather just had a mom who was there, even if she wasn't that great at anything. Haven't seen her for ages now. Used to at least get emails sometimes, but even those stopped a couple of years ago. Then she appears out of the blue and tells me we gotta come to Area Zero. Some family, right? Oh, but we're not here to judge or anything. And I'm sorry about earlier. I shouldn't have snapped you like that. Nah, I was also giving you a hard time. Sorry, Penny. My name's Penny. You know, you're actually pretty nice for a little pipsqueak. Heh. Don't call me pipsqueak, you big lunk. That's the spirit, you two. At least if they're gonna be stupid giraffes, have them be farigaraffs, not giraffe-rigs. Those at least would be new for my dex entries. Last time I came to the Great Crater, I was trying to go see my mom. Got about this far and then got attacked by some kind of creature I've never seen before. Really? What kind of Pokemon was it? It wasn't even like a Pokemon, more like a crazy, violent, rampaging sort of thing. You sure it wasn't just a Pokemon that's a little more, I don't know, rampagey than average? Yeah, I'm sure. It looked like a completely different creature altogether. And it hurt Mobusif real bad, so not like I'd care. I don't ever want to run into that awful thing again. He was that strong, huh? Then I really hope I get to see it. That's what I figured you'd say. You're real tactless sometime, Nimona. You know that. This could be a redemption arc for us with Talonflame. Nope, flying a little too high for that. We gotta slide down. Another Talonflame. We're gonna try and quick ball this as well. And now you'll cooperate with us now that you're 6 levels higher. Talonflame, the scorching Pokemon fire flying. It has top-notch flying capabilities. It flies around easily, even while catching prey that weighs more than 220 pounds. 3'11", 54 pounds. Bye, birdie. I hope you have flame body so you can be a good babysitter. Stupid Lycanroc. And when I say stupid, I don't mean for wasting my time, but stupid because you have a death wish. Corviknights are now populating the skies everywhere now. The second research station, about time too. Phew. Let's head in and take a breather. I thought you'd have a bit more stamina, student council girl. Whew. I'm just full of surprises. That wasn't a compliment, you know. Hey, look, a Jigglypuff. It's good to see some nice familiar Pokemon down here, too. Oh my gosh, so cute! Huh? Ah! What the? What? Well, it's battle time. Umbreon and Meowscarada. Doesn't look like we can try and throw a ball at this puffy girl here. This Scream Tail. Let's get a better angle for this. Oof. Big hit on the Umbreon there. Worth a lot of experience. Seriously, what was that? Darn thing scared me half to death. It was definitely kinda ferocious for a Jigglypuff, wasn't it? No kidding. Come on, let's get inside already. One more jump scare like that and I'm done for. So I'm guessing in Violet, maybe Iron Bundle would be that introductory paradox. She'd think it was kind of a weird-looking Delibird. Well, this looks pretty much the same as the first research station. Seems like wild Pokemon don't come in here. We should be safe to catch our breath. Hey, seriously, what's with this place? That Pokemon? I've been wondering about that myself. I think maybe that Pokemon was one of these? Huh? What's that book? Monsters of Area Zero. As we descended further into Area Zero, we began to catch glimpses of mysterious Pokemon. Though we wondered if these huge, ferocious beasts were indeed Pokemon at all. One of our team suffered a brutal blow from such a beast and was mortally wounded, forcing us to retreat for a time. A member of the survey team captured this photograph by chance. I noticed a passing resemblance to the Pokemon known as Donphan. Yet differences such as its sheer size and shape of its back set it apart, as do its great tusks. Monsters of Area Zero? So they aren't actually Pokemon? I don't really know. Oh, they're Pokemon. I have a great tusk in the PC. What do you think, Whale? I don't think they're regular Pokemon. Maybe. They definitely do look different, at least. And I've never seen any of them in a Pokédex either. I suppose the time has come for an explanation. Professor, some of the life forms that you see residing within Area Zero are ancient Pokemon that lived in a distant past, long lost to us. Ancient Pokemon? What? That's awesome! Oh, come on, there's no way that's possible. The Zero Lab where I'm located contains a time machine. It summons the ancient Pokemon to this place. So the thing my mom spent forever researching down here, she actually got it working. Indeed, though the cost was catastrophic. The cost? But a time machine? You mean you can actually travel to and from the past? It is theoretically possible to travel to the past. However, for a being such as a human, it would not be possible to return to the present. Well, that's horrifying. Mom, you... Why did you call us here to Area Zero? Arvin, if possible, I would like us to speak when we can meet face to face. It will be easier for you to understand once you can see the situation for yourself. Now then, Whale, please use the central panel here and disable another lock on my lab. You want to press the button to disable one of the locks on the Zero Lab. No reason not to. It's not like we're going to be unleashing an evil sentient machine onto the world. You heard the professor, better press it. Lock disabled. 2 of 4 locks are still active. Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining research stations. Hey, Whale. You know that book she told me to bring? I think it's got something to do with this place. Or more like everything to do with this place. But I'm not the one she expects to fix whatever all this is. You are. I think you should be the one to carry it. Scarlet book. There's a Koraidon rod on the cover. Key items pocket. A record of the expedition that the author Heath went on within the Great Crater Paldea. The book has the name Sada written on it in clumsy handwriting. Take care of it for me. Okay, well. Let's, quick detour. So using it does literally nothing. I wonder if that green, I guess warp point there will allow us to head back to the Zero Gate from one of these. What are your parents like, Nimona? My parents? Normal, I guess. Are you serious? Even I know about your dad. He's on the board of the Rotom Phone Company. Wait, how do you know that? Everyone knows that. He's famous, and I guess I looked into him for my own reasons, too. So Nimona's actually some pampered little princess from a rich family. No way. Though, yeah. I guess you could say mother and father were like handoffs, but in a good way. My big sister will probably take over the business, so they pretty much let me do what I wanted. Wait, you call them mother and father? That is some pampered little princess stuff. Gah, kalate penny, oh. Alright. My family is unbelievably annoying. Like, super overprotective, you mean? It's just my dad. He's loud and clingy and makes up weird nicknames for me like Pen Pen. He's the most annoying guy in the world, period. He's the worst. Man, that's a real downer for your dad. Having his own daughter describe him like that. Don't you dare take his side. Whale, how about you? Your mother seems super nice. You met her? Yep, got a glimpse of an amazing looking sandwich she made too. Really, wish I could have seen that. Bet it tasted great. Yeah, it did. Well, in order to know that for sure, you'd have to ask Koraidon. Wild Masquerain, we've already got one of those. From the side, it looked like something different. They could have made the text scroll on these conversations a little slower for me. And make these giraffe rigs less annoying so I don't have to say stupid giraffe every time we see one. So, Nemono is our battle partner for the Glimora. Screamtail was fought alongside Penny, so this lab's battle is going to be alongside Arven. Maybe this is going to be the beast that messed Mobastiff up. Just as long as he risks one of his newer partners in it, not his literal best friend. Careful, Mint. Pretty sure that color boosts one of the defenses. I want to say physical. All right, another research station. Nice. We get to chill for a minute. Something's gonna jump out at us again, 100% guaranteed. Oh, Penny, such a worrywart. Huh? Hey, we know you. Duh, Dawn. See? Wait a second. It's just like that Titan Pokemon we saw. So it was an ancient Pokemon all along. Whoa, you battled one of these before, Arven? It looks seriously strong. Yeah, well, a whale and I are old pros when it comes to Titans. Leave this to us. Or I guess it could just be the ancient Donphin back for more. Not necessarily back for more, because the one we fought in the desert is in our boxes. Meowscarada and Mobastiff. Did you learn nothing, Arven? You're gonna get your partner hurt all over again. Let's see if we can't go for the Oko here on this chonky elephant. I do think if you are going to go for a defensive Terra type here, go for one that resists bug that Meowscarada has a coverage move on. See that? Victory's ours. Maybe the one we saw when we were searching out the Herba Mystica came from down here. You two got to meet one of these Pokemon before our crater get-together? Jealous. If we've got things from literal ancient times roaming around Paldea, that's a major problem. Isn't Professor Sada doing anything to keep them under control? How could she let this happen? Yeah, right. Because it's not like, oh, so brilliant Professor Sada ever messes up. Come on, Whale, let's get into that research station. And made it to station number 3. How are we doing after all that walking and battling and whatnot? Anyone need a rest? You feeling rough, Penny? Oh no, it's not that. I've just been thinking ever since the professor mentioned that time machine. The Pokemon here in Area 0 came to our time from the past, right? So what about Koraidon? Isn't it pretty likely that it's also one of those ancient Pokemon? You're right. It looks like a kind of weird Cyclizar after all. Huh? I think you're onto something. It's kind of giving off ancient vibes. Even its name sounds pasty. I do believe it actually contains the Japanese word for past. I think Korai might be Japanese for past. And we know Dawn is Spanish for Lord. So if it's the case, Miraidon is future Lord and Koraidon is past Lord. Wait a sec, I totally forgot. Hey, Arvin. You had Koraidon's Pokeball and you told us about its forms in the first place. You must know something about it, right? You still remember that from way back? No wonder you're everybody's little star pupil. Guess I've got no choice then but to tell you what I know. That Pokemon Koraidon, that is. It was found by my mom when she was working on her time machine. I believe it would be best for me to take over the explanations at this point. Professor. Oh wait, are we playing Fire Emblem Three Houses now, Nimona? That triggers a lot of memories. Koraidon, which I entrusted to Whale, was the first Pokemon that was successfully retrieved from the past by the time machine. Seriously. Through analysis of its genetic makeup as well as its behavioral patterns, I came to realize that what I had discovered was in fact an ancient form of Cyclizar, the Pokemon still commonly ridden in this region. Well, that makes sense, I guess. They do look alike. Many other Pokemon also came to this place from across the boundaries of time, but I was never able to bring over more than 2 specimens of Koraidon. Huh? You mean there's another one around here somewhere? What if they're family? The other one could still be somewhere in Area Zero, waiting to finally be reunited with our Koraidon. A heartwarming family reunion. Exactly. Imagine how thrilled they'd be if we can get the family back together after all this time. Family, huh? Yeah, that sounds nice. If we could proceed, Whale. Please disable the lock using the central panel there. So I definitely have a theory that something's not right with Sada. My main theory is that the real Sada died down here, and this is just some sort of haywire machine imitating her. Mainly because of how robotically she speaks and how she calls us humans, which is really weird to call people humans if you're a human yourself. Yep, we heard the Skynet, better press it. Well done. Only one remains now. Please continue on to the final research station. Wait, so why the heck did we bring Penny with us if we're the one doing all the button pressing? All the beep, beep, boop, boop, button press, button press. Isn't Penny supposed to be the nerd? So Koraidon's an ancient Pokemon, no wonder no one's seen it before. Well, you gotta let me battle Koraidon right now. It still won't come out of its Pokeball. Oh, right. That was the first I heard of it coming from the past myself. It was just some weird Pokemon my mom brought home all of a sudden one day. We all lived together at the Lighthouse Lab for a little while. My mom made me promise to keep it a secret, and I had to take care of it. So that's why you knew so much about it? Yeah, but then one day Koraidon just went nuts against some wild Pokemon. A few of the folks living nearby ended up seeing it, so the secret was out. Once that happened, my mom took it and went back to Area Zero. Guess that makes sense if it's a Pokemon from the past. Yeah, people found out, it'd be all over the news. I didn't see my mom or Koraidon again after that for ages. Looking back on it now, it seems stupid, but I felt like I'd lost my mom because of Koraidon. It was the worst feeling ever. And Arvin's story got cut short by this cutscene here. One of only a handful in the game. Oh my gosh, look at all these huge, gorgeous crystals. They go all the way to the bottom. They look like Terra crystals, don't they? One slip and we can kiss our short lives goodbye. Oh, good call. Watch your step. So, the professor's down there somewhere waiting for us. And that's fine. Totally fine. Alright, team, watch yourselves and let's get to the bottom of this thing. Literally. And figuratively. This place looks unreal. Maybe there really is treasure down here like the stories say. Yeah, this place is like something from a whole other world. Makes you feel like maybe you already died and went somewhere. Is it just me, or do the crystals here give off the same glow as when Pokemon terrestrialize? Thank you, Penny. At least someone here has eyes. That's gotta be some sort of connection. Only one way to find out. Come on, everybody, let's keep moving. We gotta go all the way down. This cutscene despawned a wild Screamtail. There it is. Just a regular Dunsparce. Yep, just one done there. Oh, we'll focus on catching Screamtail later. But Zweilous, you just earned yourself a one-way trip to the pain train. Who knows, maybe a U-turn would have one-shot it there, but, well, we will now never know. Screamtail's still just hanging there. We'll probably do a dedicated video for catching Paradoxmons. Some wild nibbles with a bite in the center of them. A regular Dunsparce. Arvin blocking the path like he's an annoying Giraffarig. Penny also being her best annoying Pokemon impression. Hey, this is and it lived here a while with the professor along with one other of its kind. That seems to be the story. So we brought it back home, kind of. Or to its second home, at least. Guess this place should be familiar to it, sure. Ah, that's great. A chance to unwind and bask. That doesn't exactly vibe with how it's been acting all spooked all of a sudden. Doesn't seem eager to come out of its ball anytime soon, either. Really? I thought it was just scared because we were so high up. Huh? Who said it was scared of heights? Given how Koraidon was acting earlier, I think something bad happened to it here. Sometimes you get all shaky seeing a place here that you've got bad memories of. It was the same for me when I was being ignored. Just thinking about school made me want to hide away somewhere, so I know how it feels. Ah, Penny! So maybe it got hurt down here in Area Zero, just like Mabastiff. We can't know for sure, but it doesn't change into its battle form anymore, right? So I think it's possible. But that's so sad, we gotta do something to make it feel better. And no, I'm not just saying that because I kind of want to battle Koraidon myself. Seriously? Well, at least you said it. Nimona, you're kind of unbelievable in a mostly good way. I've been having to do my best to try and avoid all these Pokemon with keeping an eye on the text scrolling there. Lots of Glimora hanging around. Glimmet is a pretty rare Pokemon out in Paldea, so this might be a good place to find one if you haven't already. Wow, overgrown of crystals in here. Whoa, what happened? This place is a mess. Looks like something went berserk in here. Yeah, but what? Hello, children. Yeah, Professor, you scared us. I'm sorry. Why is everything in here all busted up? I'm sorry. Hello, children. Come again? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hello, children. Hello. What the heck? Stop that. You're creeping us out. Hello, children. Initiating restart. The professor must be having some weird connection problems or something, huh? Well, it was definitely weird, at least. Almost like, I don't know. If she meant it as a joke, it wasn't funny. I've still got goosebumps and all. That definitely wasn't more suspicious than the red player in a round of Among Us. All locks disabled. Hello, can you hear me now? Please forgive my previous transmission. There seems to be some signal interference. That's not what it was. What do you mean, Arvin? The locks have all been disabled at last. Please make your way now to the Zero Lab, which lies at the very bottom of Area Zero. See, Arvin's not as dumb as he looks. He's caught on. He knows what's going on here. There was definitely something off about the professor just now, right? Maybe it was just a little dramatic flair to get us all jazzed. What? That got you jazzed? Yeah, maybe even big time jazzed. You need to go see a doctor. That's just not right. Say, I'm pretty sure that call was really... never mind. It's nothing. What's wrong, Arvin? You seem kinda down. No matter how things turn out, I'm counting on you to see this through, Will. Come on, Arvin, you're blocking my way. That seems like it's gonna be a fruitless, nothing to see there side path, or maybe that was the right path. Either way, we got 3 poison terror shards for coming over here. I wonder if all the other, Paradox Pokemon are locked behind, completing other stuff, because literally all we've seen is Screamtail. And I know you can find the others around this cave system here. Oh yes, it was the way down. Still only 1 dues on these Dunsparces. There's the long boy. Quick ball our long boy. Nope, not gonna work. Ah, Hurricane does what it does best and missed. Crit hit on into my steel type there. Desk ball time. Crit capture, we got it. The 2-segment form Dudunsparce. So Titan made it to level 69. Nice. Dudunsparce, the land snake Pokemon, normal. 2-segment form. This Pokemon uses its hard tail to make its nest by boring holes into bedrock deep underground. The nest can reach lengths of over 6 miles. 11 foot 10 inches long and 86.4 pounds. That is a very not dense snake. In fact, it might even be similar to Wailord, where Wailord is so voluminous for its weight that it's theorized to be actually, you know, less dense than air. Meaning it probably has a lot of hydrogen inside its body. It is the float whale, after all. Wonder what cool new TM this is gonna be. Ah, this is a not cool old TM. There's the way down. Lots of Scream Tails here. Or I should say, still lots of Scream Tails here. Have we finally reached the deepest part? We made it, ready to see if those legends of treasure down here are for real? Yeah, right. That's just fluff they write to fill the textbooks. Phone call incoming. Hello, children. You've done well to make it here. The structure you see before you is the Zero Lab. That's where you are, right, Professor? But wait, why does it look like the whole place is being swallowed up by crystals? The crystals here in Area Zero possess a peculiar energy. This energy can alter the functions of living things and optimize the performance of machinery. It's the same energy that allows Pokemon to terrestrialize. So this entire building's been terrestrialized, is that what you're saying? Don't be silly, Arvin. The professor implied something important about Terra Orbs just now. They're made from the crystals down here in Area Zero, aren't they? Indeed, though not many know it. Since you have disabled all 4 locks, the gate to the Zero Lab should now open for you. Once you open the gate, you will quickly be confronted with the dangerous Pokemon inside. They will likely make a break for freedom. Dangerous Pokemon? That sounds like a problem. With the 4 of you working together, you should be able to best them. Prepare yourselves well, then open the gate. You've got me and Whale here. Doesn't matter what we're up against, we'll be fine. Yeah, well then, that puts all my worries to rest. And we will open the lab gate next time. This has been a bit of a longer one than you're used to, so thank you all very much for watching WhalePod, and do remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons and leave a comment down below. All 3 of those help me out immensely, and I do appreciate them greatly. Now that said and done, WhalePod, I hope you all are having fantastic days. Remember to stay cool, stay classy, and most importantly, stay healthy. But until next time, this is Captain Whale, signing off.